I bet. So today we're going to be talking about addictions. And for those who don't know what addictions are, an addiction is a chronic, treatable medical disease characterized by a compulsive urge to use a substance or engage in a behavior despite harmful physical, psychological, or social consequences. It fundamentally alters the brain chemistry, reducing impulse control and changing reward processing. That was the online definition. But my generation has an addiction problem, but not in the way we think. We are all addicted to dopamine, whether it's from food, gambling, TikTok, porn, shopping. It's not your fault. But before we start the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Anyway, without further ado, grab your favorite snack with some sparkling water and let's get into it. Food has always been a vital need for survival. Back when we didn't have the resources to get food by a click of a button, they had to go out and hunt straight demons just to get a scrape of food. But now things couldn't be easier. Food is just mass produced and it can never really run out unless the world gets boom. But the problem is how food is produced. To keep up with the demand, companies always have to cut corners to do whatever is acceptable when it comes to food. So they add cheap ingredients into the food. Now food isn't just made to survive, it's made so you buy more food. Companies look at our human psychology. That's why salt, sugar, and fat are measured so that it tastes so good. You spend your rent money on food that you don't even want. And it doesn't make things better when people online are eating food made for a family of 8. They scarf it down like they've never touched food a day in their life. And according to the World Health Organization, obesity is at its highest level in human history, which is pretty insane. Come on, like we broke the record. How do we break a record of being fat? That makes no damn sense. But don't get me wrong, I love food. For those people who know me, I love Chinese food or food from my home, Nigeria. Jollof and goat meat, you can never go wrong. But greedy food corporations always want you to try the newest foods that do nothing for you except spike your dopamine. And I'm not saying you should never get a cheeky burger, I'm just saying not all the time. The fact that the CEO of McDonald's called their burger the product is all we need to know. But whatever you eat, try healthy options down the line. Your body will definitely thank you. Gambling is the act of risking money or something of value on an uncertain event with the primary intent of winning additional money or material goods. I've never really understood how people can genuinely be addicted to losing money for the slim chance of getting more money. I'm never taking that risk. Unless there's 100% chance of me doubling my money, I'm just not doing it. I genuinely see no point in paying money to get money when I'm not guaranteed 100% that money. Hell no! It's always the fact that we all know gambling is rigged, so you lose like 95% of the time. And they even have a saying, the house always wins. If the house always wins, I'm never gonna place a bet and I'm never gonna win. If I'm never gonna win, I'm never placing a bet, bro. Never. So I never really understood the point of even placing the bet in the first place. I do understand people are addicted to the rush they get from placing bets, which again does not make sense. How can you be addicted to the rush of losing money? That makes no sense. But you have to understand, if you're losing more than you're gaining, you're always losing, big dog. The reason gambling exists is to exploit you by reaching into your brain and scratching that part that makes you happy. That's what corporations plan to do. They plan to reach inside your brain, study your psychology, and scratch the part that makes you so happy that you will spend everything just to get that feeling back. You know, it makes no sense. I know I could never gamble because even when I pay for stuff, my heart breaks seeing my money leave my account. It takes me days of contemplating and no sleep before I get over it. Families also get affected by gambling, which is really, really sad. Once you lose all your money, you have nothing left to take care of your kids, your wife, or give them a happy life, which honestly is just really sad. It also doesn't make things better when content creators promote gambling everywhere. You think you're watching a normal TikTok, then boom, a promo for some gambling website or app. Companies like this always benefit off you losing your money to them. It's gotten so bad that gambling is worth around 600 to 700 billion annually. They make that much annually. That's touching Elon Musk levels of money, dude. And all I'm gonna say is, as much much as they try to put gambling in your face, once you touch it and can't stop, you will lose everything. And I know you don't want to lose everything, so try and stop. You feel me? Try that. In 2018, I remember Musical.ly was all about singing, dancing, and lip syncing for fun. Then it transitioned into TikTok, where people could make up to 30-second videos about anything they really wanted. Now it's blown up, over 1 billion active users just making random videos. And it's not about singing or dancing anymore. Now it's about people using them damn meta glasses for Riz videos without people's consent. Crazy. But what's even crazier is how addictive that app is. The algorithm is literally designed to show you only videos you like to spike your dopamine in your brain. Some people are so addicted to TikTok to the point where TikTok has to show them the same videos they've already gone through, because there's not enough videos. They've gone through literally everything, which is insane because TikTok has 1 billion active users, bro. God damn. People are so desensitized to the algorithm. They can't even watch a 1-minute video anymore without scratching everywhere, every part of their body, like their skin's about to fall off. They can't concentrate. People don't have a normal day-to-day interaction anymore. They just bedrot. For those who don't know what bedrotting is spending long periods of time laying in bed doing nothing productive, scrolling, sleeping, watching videos, or just existing as a way to escape stress or burnout. To be honest, with everything going on in the world, I don't really blame them. But all that scrolling fries your brain, leaving you spending hours trying to find that one video to spike a good feeling. And because of TikTok, people are willing to do literally anything for content, even if it's illegal. Always remember, not everything on TikTok is real. It's literally all fake. The hurt. We are in one of the most overly freaked out generations there is. If you go on any platform, it'll be videos of ass and titties in your face. And it doesn't help that a lot of people are on OnlyFans already. I generally can't understand how guys work a 12-hour day, come home, and pay someone to get freaky. It's gone so bad that people are honestly paying for AI girlfriends. You gotta be horrendously down bad to be doing all that. I swear, we are literally all probably why aliens stay the hell away from us, bro. It also doesn't help that adult content is promoted constantly in ads on every single social media. It feels like you can't escape it. Even the owner of OnlyFans never intended for it to be used in the way it is now, which is kind of sad. Again, I hate the fact that nothing seems real anymore and everyone chases that good feeling all the time and never wants to experience the bad. But life doesn't work that way. It's a balance, good and bad. But golly, literally everyone and their mom started an OnlyFans. I'm not joking. There's a daughter and mother doing it. And I also think OnlyFans money should low-key be considered drug money, because I can't even be mad because people get a normal job and you're selling your soul anyway. Even opening an OnlyFans, you're also selling your soul too, so you can't decide between the two. When I see people opening an OnlyFans, I definitely know that they're selling their soul to that corporation. And to honestly say this, why are people paying for AI girlfriends? I generally don't understand how you work, get your hard-earned money and pay something that isn't real. Why are you paying for something that isn't real? Go and talk to an actual human. What are you doing, bro? You're not clutching, bro. Dude, fashion has grown like crazy over the years. Fashion has always been a way people express themselves, but now it's a way people get that rush. People be buying the most unnecessary stuff I've ever seen. You can't tell me you need to be wearing all that, especially cheap places where you can get clothes for dirt cheap. Because some kid is working 20 hours a day to make it for you. But you can't tell me you've never bought something you don't need just because you like buying something to have something to look forward to, bro. That's that dopamine you're trying to find, you flipping fiend. Oh, I need this. You don't need all that, twin. And it feels like with social media, buying stuff you don't need has become the norm. I don't know when it's all gonna end or change. The same thing goes for TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop be selling the most bizarre stuff that nobody needs. You don't need that vibrating machine. You all know what I'm talking about, bruh. But TikTok Shop is even trying to sell food. Bro, I'm not buying food off TikTok Shop, my nigga. Hell no. Anyway, what a day. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see y'all later.